7th, India launched a bold and precise retaliatory military operation called as Operation Sindoor, targeting multiple terror launch pads in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir and also parts of Pakistan's Punjab. Now, these strikes came just 2 weeks after a horrific attack took place in Jammu and Kashmir's Pahalgam, where 26 pilgrims were killed, an act attributed to terror groups backed by Pakistan's intelligence agency ISI. Now, the Indian Air Force struck 9 locations linked to well-known terror outfits like Lashkar-e-Toiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed and Hizbul Mujahideen. India claimed that these facilities were being used to recruit, radicalize and train terrorists to launch attacks on Indian soil. In short, they were mini armies, not of the nation-state variety, but they were proxies nurtured and protected by the Pakistani military establishment and ISI. Pakistan denied all claims and even went so far as to label them an act of war. Prime Minister of the country Shehbaz Sharif vowed retaliation, while the National Security Committee gave full autonomy to the armed forces of the country to respond. Now, this brings us to a more troubling truth for Pakistan. Many experts believe that Pakistan's army isn't built to handle real war anymore, especially not one with India, a superior conventional force and also a nation with far more robust economic and global standing. So, instead of confronting India through military action, Pakistan's response was to deny, deflect and double down on propaganda. But why does this pattern repeat? In the past, the Pakistani military enjoyed near universal reverence. It was seen as the only stable institution in a country plagued by political chaos. But over time, this stability turned into control and control turned into oppression. Today, the military controls vast sections of economy through military-owned conglomerates like Fauji Foundation and Askari Group. It engineers elections by backing certain politicians and intimidating the opposition. It also censors the media, silences dissent and crushes ethnic movements, especially from communities like Baloch, Pashtun and Sindhi. And I want to emphasize on this. Communities like Baloch, Pashtun and Sindhi continue to face the oppression of Pakistan's army. So instead of preparing for a conventional war, Pakistan's army is busy fighting internal enemies, real and imagined. From missing persons cases to crackdowns on journalists and activists, the military's war is increasingly against its own people. So more than all this, for decades, it's not hidden that Pakistan uses its terror proxies for multiple attacks in Jammu and Kashmir. For years, the army thrived on the myth of invincibility, but that myth is now breaking down. Pakistan is facing a historic economic collapse with record inflation, a sinking rupee, IMF conditionalities, and widespread unemployment. Now, in such a crisis, people are increasingly asking, if our army cannot win wars, cannot stop terror, and keeps interfering in politics, why does it still get to call shots? The shift in perception is unprecedented. Demonstrations against the military are no longer limited to activists or regional groups. Mainstream Pakistanis are now openly criticizing the institution. Even former Prime Minister Imran Khan's ongoing confrontation with the army has emboldened the public mood. So it's clear that Pakistan's army is losing its war at home. So can they even fight a real war with India? The hard answer seems no, because it's not designed for that anymore. It has become an institution entangled in real estate, media censorship, domestic politics and shadow wars with its own people. So May 7th was not just a day of Indian airstrikes. It was a symbolic moment where many Pakistanis began to see their army for what it has become, an institution losing its purpose, legitimacy and its people's trust. Thank you so much for watching this video with me, Shita Mitra. Stay tuned to India Today Global, where we simplify geopolitics for you.